Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with a TTM mail day, recapping Monday and Tuesday's TTMs. I just wasn't able to get a video out in time, just I've been busy, like we pretty much all have been, and I don't think the mail for today, Thursday, is here yet, and there wasn't anything on Wednesday. Well, there was a purchase that I guess came in, so technically I guess there was, but just had some pretty nice TTMs coming on Monday and a really big one on Tuesday, just a single one that I'll save for last. So first off, I did get a letter back from Miss Wilma Briggs. I'm not going to read it to you guys, it's more of a personal thing. She's just thanking me for making her some photos, so if you send to her you might get some of my photos. I made her I think 50 or so, so I figured that would be able to help her out a little bit there, and she just appreciated me sending out to her. So won't share it because I feel you guys know me enough that I'm not one to really boast. At least I hope you get that impression. Obviously I like to share my autographs with you, but I'm not going to rub it in your face that I got this person. I'm just showing you that you as well can possibly get this person if you just take the time to write to them. So that's just something special I wanted to do for her. She made an impression on me, and wanted to help her out. So if you write to her, you might get one of my photos. So that would be really cool. Then we have some cool successes here. We'll start off with baseball cards. So this gentleman, of course, has an amazing story of resilience and faith, and love his book. I think it's either up on the shelf there somewhere, or I got it somewhere in the room. But The Worth of a Man is one of his books. He has, I think, 2 or 3. But he lost his left hand or left arm to cancer. Tried to make after some treatments, he tried to make a comeback in the MLB, but they had to amputate it. But he was a pretty solid pitcher. He wasn't threw really hard, a bunch of strikeouts. He's kind of more of a finesse pitcher, but he usually typically had pretty low earned run average. Won a decent amount of games for the Padres and Giants. So still had a good career, great person. Always loves to sign. This is Mr. Dave Dravecki. Signed the 87 Fleer and the 87 Fleer Glossy. So those are different cards. It's just kind of like a parallel. So that's a really cool one. And then I got one. Took almost 5 years, but I got it. So I sent a 1994 Flair to Mr. Rafael Palmiro when he was coaching in the minors, way back in the day, and it came back. He did include, where is it? He's lowered his price to $20. I don't know. Mine was out for 5 years before he was charging it. I assume I don't have to pay that, but I don't know. But I guess maybe he's just putting that in there just so we make sure that's out there. So at least $20, a little bit more. I'd say doable than 30. So but hey, that's pretty cool that it did come back. Then I got somebody's envelope with his address on it. So I don't know why I have that, but it has a stamp on it too, so it's kind of weird. Oh, this is for the send the $20, that's why. I don't know, we'll see. If I have the money, sure. But anyway, so that was cool to have that one back, because the envelope usually, I put my initials on the back of who I'm sending to, and then the date I sent it out, and it didn't have anything on it. So this was during the time I didn't do that, so I was like, oh, did I forget to do that on an envelope? And I open it up and it's Rafael Palmiro. I'm like, oh, it's been out since 2015, so that's been a long time. So that was neat to actually get that one back. Then we have some celebrity autographs. This one, fortunately, it got scratched. Well, it slid around in there just a little bit, so it kind of got messed up. But this is Mr. Harry Groner, actor from Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV series in the late 80s, early 90s, and many other things. But I think this photo was from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, if I remember right. but still cool. He put some extra stamps in there, put a whole bunch of extra cardboard to help protect the photos so they wouldn't bend. So that was very nice of him to take the time to do that. Then we got actress Barbara Barry. Hill Street Blues. This movie is a good one. I forgot to look this one up before I show it to you. If you give me a second, I can find it, because it's I remember watching that movie as a kid. I used to want to be a bike racer when I was a little kid. I loved riding my bike, so I wanted to be a bike racer. So let's type her in here. I know it comes up. Let's see. I gotta look at her filmography. Breaking Away, that's what it's called. Yeah, that's a pretty cool movie if you guys haven't seen that one. So Breaking Away from 1979. Then we got the 2 photos I sent, plus she sent 2 extras, which is really cool. This is British actress, she's in the USA. This Juliet Mills. It's only black and white and color. Looks like the same photo shoot, just both in different colors, so pretty cool. Very pretty lady. Then these are the 2 customs that she sent of herself, so very neat. So that was either sent out for either Bruce, Kim, or autographs for Akira. I'll have to double check my notes. Then the one thing that came in on Wednesday was this purchase. This comes back from the Batters Box on eBay. They're a pretty good source for vintage cards. Pretty decent prices, just about everything, if you guys want to check them out. It's Joe DeMaestri. He's a World War II veteran, 57 tops. I don't think I have this one yet. This was completely free because I used my eBay bucks. So I think after it's all said and done, it was about $5 with shipping because I just bought 1 card. It's free shipping, I think, on 3 or more cards for them, if I remember right. So $3 cool. I think Mr. DeMaestri is still alive. He'd be about 92, or will be 92. So that's a cool one. And then the big one, guys, that you've been waiting for. So I don't know if you guys remember my friend Sean Hewick from YouTube. He doesn't really do videos anymore, but he still has a personal page on Facebook and Instagram. You can find him on Hewitt if you guys remember him. Some of those of you have been around with me for a long time, and I used to buy customs from him, and some of them he just sent to me. But I used to buy customs from him for my World War II collection and the baseball and football stuff, and I'd send those out like crazy before I figured out how to do photos. And every now and then he would send me some like extras that either he wasn't able to obtain, or he make a duplicate to send to me to see if I could get them. And he's just, all in all, just a really nice guy. So definitely happy to have met him, and we still talk, whether text or Facebook and stuff. So, but I was going through my old photos, so I have a stash. I keep all my old photos that come back, return to sender or whatever, and just in case I can maybe send that out later down the road. And I was just going through, I found this custom, and I was like, I wonder if he'd sign. And I looked it up, and somebody got back from him in like January or February, just one person in a random address in Montana. And I was like, let's give it a shot. I mean, it can only, the worst becomes the worst, it can never come back, I guess. So this was actually printed back in 2014, but I think he gave it to me in 2015. So this is legendary NBA coach, one of the most winningest coaches in NBA history. I think he's in the Hall of Fame, or will be soon, depending on when he retired. But it's a Hewitt Graphs custom signed by Phil Jackson. And that's, I opened this one up. I saw Montana, and I got a little excited because I was like, is this Phil Jackson? And it sure is. So I don't know why he just doesn't really sign. So this is a huge one, and definitely shout out to Sean. I'll have to try and make sure to remember to put like some of his links down below for you guys if you want to go check it out. If he still has some of his old videos up, I can even do that. You can still go back and watch some of his old videos if you want. Might give you still some ideas, and just to see what the legend that Mr. Sean Hewick is. So that's really cool. So you never know what you might get back if you send it out. So we got a return from 5 years ago, and we got a return from somebody who doesn't normally sign. So that's really cool. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you checking out this video. If you are not subscribed, I please hope that you would consider hitting that subscribe button. There'll be plenty more videos come. There's plenty more videos in the past that you can watch. I'm sure it'll keep you entertained, or maybe you can laugh at me. Who knows? From all the cringiness from the old videos, but should hopefully give you lots of nice ideas for some people to write to, and just how great this hobby is. And I definitely love doing it, and all the people you might be able to meet and just be able to interact with. So thank you guys so much again. I will see you all hopefully next episode. We'll see if we get some mail tonight. So talk to you later. Bye.